Hey y'all, I wanted to film a quick update. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, how is intuitive eating going? And so I just wanted to do a very quick video of just some of the things I'm learning now that I've started intuitive eating. But first, I have a quick announcement. I just got on Snapchat, and so I would love for you guys to follow me. If you're into YouTube, there's a good chance you like watching videos. And I'm doing a lot of just in the moment type of videos on Snapchat. Now, if you're like me and kind of feel like an old lady when it comes to social media, like my perception of Snapchat was like, oh, that's for teenagers looking to send like bad pictures to their boyfriend or whatever. It's not. I mean, there's probably some of that going on, but I never see any of that. I'm doing a lot of snaps just throughout my day, like what's going on. I may start doing any kind of what I ate stuff over on Snapchat. So if you're not on there, give it a try, and I will link a link to my Snapchat in the description box below. But I'm the same username across all of my social media. I'm just a pinch of healthy. So if you look for me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, all those things, YouTube, they're all the same username, A Pinch of Healthy. Check that out and follow me there. Now I want to get into some of the things that I've been learning since starting intuitive eating. I would first like to say, like, it hasn't been just like a switch flipped. It's a process, and I have to keep having grace with myself and reminding myself that I have been dieting for years, and dieting has done some messed up stuff to my head that's going to take some time to undo. For example, things that I never noticed before. The dieter in me is really strong. I still, in my head, label things good and bad, and I'm fighting really hard to break free of that. I still know like the points plus or the smart points values for a lot of things, and I have actually started filming a couple of what I ate videos, and I got so judgmental with myself with what I was eating that I didn't publish them. And that's so stupid, but I thought, well, maybe I'm just not ready for that yet. I just have a lot of judgment about what I'm eating, like, oh, that's too much, or think about how many points that would be, or try to guess how many calories it would be. I just need to get over that. And there are times that I know that I have eaten too much. The good news is on intuitive eating, there's no such thing as falling off any wagon. There's no such thing as messing up, because you're learning as you go. With, quote, normal eaters, I think it's normal to occasionally overeat and just realize that that doesn't really feel very good to your body. And if you realize that intuitively, then you will be a lot less likely to overeat. So I think that has happened a couple of times. One of the things that I did not notice that I did until I started this process was I apologize for my, quote, bad food choices a lot. I will just say stuff out loud and just not even realize it. Like, even when I was shooting my grocery hauls this week, I would say things like almost apologizing for some of the items in my grocery haul. Anything that isn't in my head, like, quote, good. I don't know why I feel the need to do that. I don't know. I feel like if people see that I'm a little bit overweight and they see me buying things like ice cream, or I don't know, like they're gonna judge me or something. I don't know. Even like grabbing a snack at Sunday school, like I stopped myself this week. There's some random guy standing there who couldn't give a crap about what, my eating was for the day. I almost was like, oh, I don't really need this, but I'm kind of hungry. I don't know. I just started to almost like apologize for eating a little bite of quiche, or that, it's just like, that is so neurotic. And it's like, it just reflects like the inner turmoil almost that was going on in my head, like trying to justify things, and a lot of times to people who I don't even know or that would care. So that's just really interesting to me. There's no reason to apologize for any of your food choices. So I have been dealing with that. The other issue I've been dealing with is I still am living out a lot of the Last Supper mentality, which is like, I think somewhere in the back of my brain, I'm thinking, well, this is not going to last forever. Eventually, you're going to go back on another diet. And so a lot of those forbidden foods, like I still feel that pull right now. Some things are getting better, like I've noticed with chocolate, which has always been one of my big trigger foods. Was it yesterday or the day before? I went the whole day and was getting in bed and I was like, I did not have one piece of chocolate today. Like, didn't even think about it. And that is just the most foreign concept to me, like that I had all this chocolate in the house and the day went by and it never even occurred to me to eat a piece. Now, that doesn't happen every day, but I've never had that happen. It's like if it's in the house, it's like beckoning me to the pantry, like, eat me, eat me. So I count that a victory. I think that's really good. A lot of people might have the misconception that when you begin intuitive eating that you're just for the rest of your life like gonna throw the baby out with the bathwater. Have y'all ever heard that cliche? I've always thought it was kind of weird, but I think what the cliche is trying to say is you're throwing out the important messages with the things that really should be thrown out. So intuitive eating, when you're learning it, it's like this fine line of legalizing all foods, like fixing your mindset so that nothing is a forbidden food, because if you have forbidden foods, you're going to be drawn to them. And if you're drawn to them in unhealthy ways, there's a good chance you're going to overeat them. But once they lose that pull, you are going to have what they call in the book gentle nutrition. And I'm not back to that point yet. If I haven't mentioned in past videos, I have read this book once before. And I remember really liking it, but for some reason, it just didn't hit me the same way that it's hitting now. Like, I'm really taking all of the steps to heart, particularly rejecting the diet mentality. I think the last time I read it, I was like, well, I'll just throw this in my toolbox of all the other things I'm trying to do to lose weight. The goal is to be healthy. Like, we don't eat a ton of vegetables to lose weight. We eat a ton of vegetables to make our body function properly. We don't work out to get hot or to look a certain way. We work out to make us stronger because it feels good to move our body. We work out to make us function in the world better and to live longer. It's just a complete like mind shift, and I'm just hearing things in a totally new way. I have still been listening to a lot of podcasts. Food Psych is a big one. I know I mentioned that in my last intuitive eating video. Still really, really good. I've listened to probably 6 or 7 episodes now, and they're all fantastic. The ones that I have heard have all been just spot on, just making me think about things in a totally new way. What is so interesting to me is within intuitive eating, there is a belief that our bodies have a natural set point for our weight. Everybody's is different. Like, body diversity is a real thing. I think a lot of people, for vanity's sake or for external pressures, feel like they need to be smaller than their actual set point is. And so they begin dieting. And the irony is that dieting has the potential and the great likelihood to raise your natural set point. Not only raise your set point, but it has the potential to make you metabolically more efficient, which sounds like a good thing, but it's not a good thing. More efficient means your body is saying, hey, we're in a famine, and so we're going to hold on to weight and we're going to burn energy at a much slower rate. So I don't know if any of you guys watched or read the Biggest Loser article that came out this week or last week that said, it was so sad, the contestants that had lost a ton of weight, like a good many of them not only gained the weight back, but all of them were metabolically normal starting at the beginning of it. And then they lost a bunch of weight, gained it all back, and then they were metabolically stunted. Like they were burning like, I think the worst one was burning 800 fewer calories a day for a similar man of his size and build than he would have been if he had not done anything at all. Is that not the saddest thing? So like I said, it hasn't been 100% smooth sailing. I've still got a lot of that diet mentality. It's just going to be hard to shake that and to get rid of that. So, but I think it's going to be worth it. I do feel much happier right now. I feel much more relaxed. I don't stress about what I'm going to eat. Most of the time, I'm still eating pretty healthy. I don't know, with this whole line of thinking, it's just like my eyes are being opened to all these dysfunctional things that I was doing and this dysfunctional messages that I was saying to myself in my head. It's like I've seen the light. I don't think there's going to be any going back for me. One struggle that I'm having is I do feel pressure to get back to my pre-baby size / weight. Most of that pressure is internal and practical, somewhat practical. Like I don't have a ton of clothes that fit me right now. My wardrobe's kind of limited. You probably see like I'll be wearing a lot of the same stuff in my videos because I don't have a ton of stuff and there's really not a need for a lot of stuff. I am home in my house most of the time, so that's frustrating. And I have this closet full of clothes in my old size that I'm like, I wish I could wear that stuff, but I can't. So there's still that message in my head, like I still want to lose weight, even though I know that that shouldn't be like the goal. I still want to be smaller. I still want to lose weight. I think I eventually will, but I think this is going to be a long process. Another interesting thing that I'm realizing is a lot of kind of the eating frenzies that I would go on. I thought that they were emotional eating, and now I'm realizing like, no, I think I was actually hungry. My worst time of day for diets, I've always said, has been in the afternoon because I could eat pristinely for breakfast and even lunch, but somewhere around the afternoon, a lot of times like my diet would just be ruined. And I think it was because I was actually hungry. I would just kind of lose control at that point in the day and just eat. And one of the videos I was watching said that trying to control what you eat in the way of restriction is like trying to control your breath. Like you can lessen what you're breathing for a while, but eventually you're going to have to gasp for air because your body needs a certain amount of oxygen. And it's the same way with food. And that was such a light bulb moment for me because I was like, that makes sense. Like those little mini eating frenzies I would go on, like I was deprived and my body was like, feed me, I need calories, and so I'm going to make you crave things that are high in calories and you better eat them right now. All of this stuff is so interesting to me. I would love to hear how y'all are doing. I know a lot of you have mentioned in the comments that you have started intuitive eating. I guess I just wanted to encourage you and tell you I'm not perfect. I'm still having some issues, but that is normal. So I'm not giving up, and I'm going to continue on with it, and I will continue sharing what I'm learning. I also want to share the resources that I have come across because a lot of them have been so interesting and so eye-opening. So I'll put a few of them in the description box below. I'm actually building a page of resources over on my blog. The last lesson I have learned is that on the Food Psych podcast, one of the ladies who was interviewed is like a statistician, and she also happens to be overweight, and so her doctors kept telling her lose weight, lose weight, lose weight, and they would prescribe diets to her. And she thought, wait a minute, I study statistics, so I'm going to go find the best diet and see which one works the best. What she discovered was that there is no best diet. That overall, I believe, I will link that episode below, but I believe she said 95% of all dieters regain their weight within 6 years of the diet, of beginning the diet. 2/3 of those who gain weight after losing on a diet not only reach their original weight, but exceed it. So think about that before you begin any diet. I don't think the answer is a different diet. Like, to me, a diet is just a new set of rules that restricts either how much or what you eat for the sake of weight loss. Trim Healthy Mama, Weight Watchers, Atkins, If It Fits Your Macros, all of those are diets. Just be aware of that. If you're struggling on a diet, the answer, in my opinion, is not to find a new set of rules. All right, that sums up the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Leave me a comment and let me know how you're doing. If you're thinking about trying intuitive eating, or if you're still dieting, I just want to hear from you. I'll see you next time. Bye.